Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today my supervisor Dr. Umi and my evaluator Sir Haris. Today I would like to present subject BITU 2913 workshop 1, which is PSIS student registration system. My name is Siti Nurul Nur Hafizah binti Razaimi, metric no B032210073. Firstly, I would like to introduction Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah PSIS is one of under the Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. The establishment of this PSIS in line with the government policy to produce more quality semi-professional worker to meet the need of the public-private sector, as well as providing lesson to students to produce useful and quality student. This project titled with PSIS student registration system. This software development using C++, programming as front and back is MySQL. The main purpose of the PSIS student registration system is to create a digitalized version of the subject registration to provide convenience and efficiency in handling the registration. Through the current PSIS student registration system, it has its own problem that can be solved by making the system available online. As the subject registration system is done not efficient, which means that it's time consuming due to the student are clueless while registration the subject. It is also difficult to maintain and manage. It is not documented digitally. After that, this is problem statement, which is information gather not consistent, and then sometimes data is missing, and then second, student information not recorded in digital database and data student might lost. Before that, the system is manually, and then take a long time manually fill the form and to find the specific paper or information. Objective to develop a system for PSIS student registration system. Second one is to build the student registration system systematic and effective. Third, to reduce admin work by integrating the detail of student data into a single database. For the scope system scope is login module. The module authenticate the validity of user before using the system. Registration module, user will be able to register to keep in the database. Add, edit and delete student module, new student can be added in the system. PSIS student registration can also be added and update and can also be deleted if the information is no longer located in the student registration system. View subject, user can view the subject taken at the PSIS student registration system. For user scope, have admin and student. For admin able to create account. Second, admin able to log in and log out system. Admin able to add, update and delete subject. Admin able to report registration subject. For the student able to create account. Student able to log in and log out system. And then student able to add the subject. Student able to view the subject that they are registered, and then student able to delete the subject, and lastly student able to check total credit hour. This is the structure chart for PSIS student registration system. And then this one is entity relational diagram, ERD. And for lastly, product demonstration. This is the PSIS student registration system. It uses C++ language and database is MySQL. In the first page, have three options, which is have login, register, and exit. If the user enter number other than 1 until 3, it will display error message. The input is unavailable. Please enter 1 until 3, enter to continue. So, if the user enter the number 2, which is the register, It will be show admin and student, and we choose number 1. And will be show the admin register and have a enter name, and must input the name of the user. After that, enter admin ID, which is A1001. Enter admin email ID @gmail.com is A1001 @gmail.com. Enter admin address, which is Bukit Gambe, and enter admin phone 01265071009, and enter admin password, which is A1001, but it will show the ID admin number has already exist because in the database already used, so will be input again but the different ID. Enter the admin ID, which is the new one, A1002, and admin email ID A100 @gmail.com, but it will be show you have not meet the requirement and must input the correct one. So that this is the new admin ID A1002, and the correct one email A1002 @gmail.com, and admin address, which is Bukit Gambe, and admin phone is 018-278-5169, and admin password, which is A1002, and it will be show you have been registered. Press enter to continue. After successful admin register, user admin can log in account, which is enter number 1 and enter choice number 1. It will be go to login admin page and enter the email A1002 @gmail.com and the password, but it will be display error message, invalid email or password, want to try again. It enter N, and it will be go to the main page and enter the one, enter choice 1. This time enter the correct one for email ID, which is A1002 @gmail.com, and the password A1002. It will go to the admin menu page, which is have create record, view record, search record, update record, delete record, report, and log out. If the user enter the wrong number, which is 8, the input is unavailable, please enter 1 until 7. Enter to continue. If user enter the correct one, which is 1, it will be show create course and create subject. Enter just 1, it will be go to the creating course, which is have the ID of course, and enter the DDT, and name of course is architecture. It will be show error message, which is ID course number has already exist. Press enter to try again and enter the ID of course for the new one, which is DAS, and name of course is architecture. Each show course is successful added in the database. Do you want add another course? Enter N. It will be go admin menu, enter choice 1 and enter 2. We will go to creating subject, which is ID of subject is S1009, and for the name of subject is theory communicate, and credit hour of subject is 3. Course specialization is DAS. ID subject number has already exist. Press enter to try again and create the new one of the ID of subject.
which is S1010. Name of subject is Theory Architecture, and credit hour of subject is 3. Course specialization is DAS, and subject is successful add in database. Do you want add another subject? Enter N. For view record, enter choice for 2, enter 1 for course, and number 2 for list of subject, and for the number 3 for list of student, and lastly for the number 4 is list of registration. For search record, enter choice number 3 and enter choice for number 1 for course. It will be show the search course by its name Islamic. List of search course by this appear, and for enter choice for number 2 for the subject. The subject by its name COMP. It will be appear, and for the number 3 search for student. Search by its name FA. It will be appear too for FA. Lastly, for the search is search registration for number 4, enter ID of student S1005. Then for update record, enter choice for number 4 and enter choice number 1 for update course. Enter course ID, which is DAS. It will be the current detail of course. Enter option for number 1. Insert new name, which is Arts Historical. Enter option 2 for the save. This is list of course for update, and enter choice number 4 for enter choice number 3 with invalid option. Enter to continue and enter again for number 4 for update subject. Enter subject ID, which is S1010. Current detail of subject. Enter option for number 2 for credit hour 3. Insert new subject credit hour for 2 and enter option 3 for save. List of subject for subject ID S1010. Before credit hour is 3 and after that update is 2. Enter choice for number 5 is delete record, and if enter the wrong number it will be appear invalid option. Enter to continue and enter again. Enter choice number 5 and select number 1 for delete course. Enter course ID, which is DTK, and are you sure want to be removed? Enter Y, and the course has been removed. Press enter to continue. This is list of course after remove. Enter choice 5 again for delete subject. Enter choice 2. Enter subject ID S1011. Are you sure want to remove the subject? Enter Y, and the subject has been removed. Press enter to continue. This is list of subject after delete, and enter choice again for number 5 for the delete student. Choice number 3 and enter student ID, which is S1009. And are you sure want to be remove the student? Enter N. List of student S1009. It will be appear because don't want to delete, and enter choice again and number 3 for student ID S1009. Enter yes. The student has been removed. Press enter to continue. This lists all students after remove S1009. Enter 5. Enter number 4. Enter student ID S1007. Are you sure want to remove the student registration? Enter 1. The student has been removed. Press enter to continue. And this is list of registration after remove S1007. Enter choice for number 6 for report. The total student registration is 24. What subject do you want to report? Enter the subject ID, which is S1005. The total of student subject registration is 3, and the subject need to have more student register to it. Do you want general Excel? Enter N. Do you want to continue the report? Enter Y. Enter the subject ID, which is S1001. The total of student subject registration is 6. There is a good amount of student registered in it. Do you want to generate Excel? Enter Y. Excel is successful. Generate. Do you want to continue? Enter N. If enter N, it will be go direct to main page. After that, we can see the report subject registration and open it. We can check the Excel is successfully generated in the Excel. Then enter number 7, which is log out. It's login out, and it will go to main page. The option number 2, register, and enter choice for student. It will go to student register. The student name is Lisa, and the student ID, which is 1706, and email ID 1706@gmail.com. Enter student SAM, which is 2. Enter student year 1. Enter student password 1706. ID student has already exist. Please enter to try again. Enter the student name again, which is Lisa. Enter student ID, which is the new ID S1009, and the email student is s1009@gmail.com. Enter student SAM is 2. Enter student year 1, and student password is S1009. You have been registered. Press enter to continue. Then it go to main page. Enter option 1, and if invalid number, it will be appear invalid option. Enter to continue. Enter option 1 and choose enter student, and it will appear student login, and enter the student ID, which is S1009, and for email S1009 gmail, and then the password invalid student ID, email or password. Want to try again? It will be yes, and input again, then enter the student ID S1009. Email is s1009@gmail.com, and then the password is 1009. It will appear to student menu. Have you update student detail, register subject, drop subject, check total credit, and log out in the page student menu. If enter the wrong number, the input is unavailable. Just one for view, and can see view for subject, student, and registration. After that, enter the number 3 for register subject, and it will be appear subject registration. Enter the subject ID S1001, confirm of the subject. Enter Y, and then subject registration is successfully added. Do you want to add? Enter Y. Enter the subject ID again S1001, confirm of subject. Enter Y. The subject has been added already. Enter N for want to try again. Enter just for number 2 for update student detail, and enter option, which is 1. Insert new student name, which is Lisa. The new names data has successfully updated, and enter option for 5 is this is your student detail and the name the latest. Enter for number 5 for check total credit, and then it will be appear to subject registration detail, and then you have enter a total of 3 credit hour. You have not reached the minimum total credit hour and you want to register subject, enter Y. Enter the subject ID that you want to register. S1002 subject registration is added. Enter again for the next subject. S1004 subject registration is successful too, and again, and then still you have enter total at 11 credit hour. Must enter more subject, which is this subject is already success. This early subject registration, you have enter total of 16 credit hour. Congratulations on registration your subject. You have passed the minimum total credit hour. Press enter to main menu. The number 4 for drop subject, and which subject do you want to remove? S1001 for this subject want to remove, so must enter the subject ID. Are you sure to remove? Enter Y. The subject has been removed. Press enter to continue. Then this one, the latest drop subject, and then enter 6 to log out. It will be go to main page and enter the option for number 3 for exit.